many more because you already know. Today, we're talking about Google My Business, GMB. A lot of people use acronyms. They use acronyms for laziness. They use acronyms to sound cool. They want to sound or be or show that they are in the now. But you know something? Because I like being direct, I like being right up front. Google My Business. You see all this stuff online about GMB, GMB, GMB. And you know something? A lot of times, even though I've been around for a long time with the online world, I got to Google stuff, the acronym, to find out exactly what the heck it means. Like GMB, what is it? Google My Business. And we're going to be talking about why Google My Business is so important to business. And, people don't really understand or don't want to recognize why and what it's all about. So what is Google My Business? Number one, it's free. And what it really basically helps you to do is to make your online presence known on Google. Now, what is the largest search engine in the world? Obviously, everybody knows it's Google and YouTube. Who owns YouTube? Google. So it's a given. Google My Business is imperative if you're running any type of business. So we're going to be talking about that. So the best thing I like about Google My Business is the mere fact is you get a free website. We all like free stuff, and you get to be put on Google search. You get to be found on Google Maps, and everybody's looking for stuff on Google. Google this, Google that. So with Google My Business account, you can see and connect with your customers, post updates, and you can put promos, you can put sales. It's all about interacting with the public. Now, how much more interesting and beneficial is it for your business to be able to utilize Google in a free way instead of posting Google ads? So it's all about being free. It's a business profile in Google, on Google, that helps your business show up in the results. Now, that's what really does matter when you think about it. You get to have moments with your customers. Like, I have a Google My Business. And believe it or not, I get a lot of traffic. I get a monthly report, and I don't even promote on through Google My Business. They ask me if I want to run an ad through it. Well, of course, yeah. But you know something, that's not my main purpose is to do something like that. But I'm getting found in Google search and in Google Maps because of not only where I'm located, but if somebody says digital marketing agency near me, well, guess what? I'm being found. If somebody is searching marketing agency near me, they're going to find me in the search results and the Google Maps and Google Ads. So anyway, the one thing about Google My Business is that you got to keep your profile updated with fresh photos, special offers, and promotions. So customers can see that you're active, you're updating. So another thing too is that what I like about Google My Business is you get a free website. Even though it's tagged, you can actually import your own URL, your private domain, personal domain into it, but it only takes a few minutes to set this thing up. I don't know why people don't take more advantage of it. I see a lot of stuff that shows up if I'm Googling something in Google Places, Google Maps, and they don't even run ads. So it's created automatically when you fill in your information by using your business profile, your auto updates. Everything's automatically updated, and you can choose a variety of beautiful themes that I like, where people can actually use the calling you feature, messaging you, or even requesting a quote if you're running a service. If somebody wants to visit Googling and say fence repair near me. Well, somebody can find you on Google Maps and possibly send you a request for a quote. So not only gives you a presence on the web, but it allows you to respond and get reviews. So remember, customer service, the better you do it, the more reviews you're going to get and the more business you're going to get. So the insights that you get from this is great. So some of the questions that keep coming up to me is, does Google My Business have a mobile app? Yes, it does. And I could show it to you, but I don't feel like playing with my phone right now. But yes, it does have a mobile app, and yes, it's free. Another question people ask is, what's the difference between Google My Business and Google Places? Well, Google My Business replaced Google Places. That's the easiest way to put it. Google My Business lets you as a business owner take advantage of your business presence on Google. Okay, simple as that. And all Google My Business did was replace Google Places. Should I use it if I already have a website? Of course. That's a no-brainer. Yes, like I have a website, MillerEducationVentures.com, and I also have other websites. But the thing, it's like, take advantage of free tools when you can, okay? All it does really is when you take advantage of it, it complements your website that's out there. And also add links to the business profile, like Google My Business, add as many links in many places as you can. Now, the thing is, too, a lot of people say, well, if I don't have a business, like a shop front, like a brick and mortar store, should I still use it? Of course, yes. I don't have a brick and mortar place, and I don't plan on getting a business brick and mortar because of the mere fact I run out of my house. But the thing is, you have to verify your business. And this is a really good question. Why do you have to verify your business with Google? Because of the mere fact it lets these fictitious people that are running shady businesses not allowed to be on there. Yeah, of course, things get slipped through the cracks, but verification allows me and you to confirm that you are the rightful owner of that business. You hear about these people that have fake websites going up and they're duplicating or replicating another site and they're taking payments and stealing money and they're not delivering the product. Well, this is what the verification is, verifying that you are the owner of that business and that website. Do you need a business email? Now, this is controversy. I see it all the time in forums and I see it in groups on Facebook and I even hear about it on LinkedIn. What I find imperative is a business email with yourbusinessname.com or .net or .io, whatever it may be. But why do I say that? Because Google has this business account access where it costs you for, I think, the email with your personal URL that you own is $15 a month. I believe it is. Sure, you can get a G Suite for X amount of dollars, but if you want to use a Gmail account, guess what? Majority of the time, it's going to go to spam. Majority of the time, they tell you that Gmail is getting better, but the ESP providers that I use through SiteGround gave me my personal my business email address, like say support@MillerEducationVentures.com. The likelihood of that going to spam is very, very low because of the mere fact, number one, SiteGround is got the best uptime of all the other hosting companies that are out there. They've got 97 or 90, just about 98% delivery rate for emails. And at the same time, when you consider if you're going to be sending out business emails from some of these extensions that are out there, capabilities like Loom, it uses Gmail. And it's nice, it's sweet, but the thing is, you can embed your video to show up as your video, your thumbnail. But at the same time, a lot of those emails from Gmail are going to go into the spam and your client or customer is not going to get it. So you got to get yourself a business email. There's no question about it. They do be careful about the Google's Workspace with this option of buying an email with your custom domain name, because I believe it is $14.95 or $15 a month. So you gotta make sure your business profile on Google My Business is very, very, very clean, very professional looking. And you know, so with the insights that I get every month, I can see how many clicks I get. I can see how many, the insights is phenomenal. I'll just put it that way. Now, here's the thing is that when it comes to Google My Business and SEO, whether it be paid SEO or it be solo ads you're paying for, or it be organic SEO, just remember there's a big difference. If you're thinking about running a business or you have a business that's a B2C, business to customer, or a B2B, business to business, it's completely different. Very, very, very different. Now, the ideas about SEO are completely different also. You got to remember this. This is important because SEO is going to get you searched if you use the right keywords. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know what the most important SEO keywords are? You know, being very upfront, doing your keyword research is imperative. I like that word, imperative, to gaining knowledge about the keywords. And you know something, it's not an easy thing to do. It's not. There's work to be involved, and there's a science behind all this. I don't know why people can just say, use the tag Vancouver, BC or Vancouver, Canada, and you're going to get in front of the whole audience in front of Vancouver. Maybe not, I don't know, but I'm not after the entire audience in Vancouver. I'm not. I look for specific things. And before I use those tags for SEO, or if in my website I'm using the tag manager properly for keywords and the alternative text in pictures or videos, there's things that have to happen before this, okay? So what do I mean by keyword researching? The keywords are considered the most important part of any marketing SEO strategy. Keywords can consist of single words as well as multiple words, and you're going to hear it all over the internet about long tail and short tail. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Single words are short tail, multiple words are long tail. Be careful with long tail, because if you expand it too broadly outside of the niche or industry or market you want to get into, your long tail keyword is useless. So how do you go about keyword researching? Well, you can do it manually by going into Google and typing in puppy doggy training for German Shepherds, or puppy doggy training for golden Labradors or retrievers. And then you look at the drop down that Google says, this is something similar to what people are looking for, and use that. Or you can use a generating tool. There's tons of them out there. To find not only the keywords, but you can also use, like in Google Ads Manager, you can find a keyword search tool. Fantastic. Or you can also do this. Study your niche that you want to work in. Find out what other people, like Gary Vaynerchuk, I don't even know what niche he's in. I have no clue what he's in, but I see him everywhere. So I don't know if he works with everybody and anybody. I don't have no clue. Tony Robbins, same thing. I don't know what he used, but he's not within the niche. Gary's not in my niche that I focus on. But you can look in your market, your industry, your sub-niche, whatever it may be, and study these people to find out what are they using. Also look at the relevant topics that are in there. Like I'm talking about puppy training for, let's say, German Shepherds. What are relevant topics for that? So we could look at puppy, German Shepherd, teething tools, dog food. We could look for massage therapists or psychiatrists for a dog. I don't know, but you got to look for relevant topics to find keywords. Okay. Now, seed keywords, important. Listen to this. Okay. Seed keywords are keywords that are relevant to your topic, as well as a representation of the terms that are searchable on Google. You know what that means? You got to pay attention, okay? Like I was saying earlier, is that when you are actually looking for something, you got to look at the seed words that come along with it. Remember I was saying in Google, you can type in puppy dog training German Shepherds, and then you look at the seed words that come along with that, okay? Imperative that you be aware of that, okay? Do not forget the search intent. Search intent is nothing but the reason or intention behind any specific item. So, for example, what is the intention of they're searching? Like, why are these people searching for this? Why are they searching for German Shepherd puppy training, German Shepherd puppy training soother, or food, or whatever? Are they searching for a particular website? Are they searching for clear information, or are they looking for anything that they're doubting or anything about they're confused about? You got to look. Like, you say, for example, if I'm looking for a new calendar, syncing calendars, like I use Google Calendar, okay, a lot. So what's the difference between, say, Calendly, which is a scheduling tool, versus Acuity? Okay, that's another one just popped in my head I know about. So what is their intent? Is it German Shepherd versus Labrador puppy training food? You got to find out what is the confusion they're looking for. What is the doubts that they're having? So anyway, now that you've got all these memorized steps for your Google My Business, there should be no problems. Finding a good SEO strategy and content is not hard. You know, along with this is that you might also gain a lot of knowledge about SEO and copywriting when it comes to practicing your searches for your keyword. So it doesn't matter if you have a storefront, or if you have like a brick and mortar, or if you're running a blog, or if you're running a service like a chiropractor, massage therapist, or a tea shop, or that is a brick and mortar. These things will boost, guaranteed a boost. You know, I don't really do much with my Google My Business, but I'm still getting activity on it. But you know, it is time consuming. There's no question about it. But the fruits of the success is enormous, because the idea is not to make a sale, but it's to be noticed. And then when your stats are showing you, your data is telling you you're getting some good action, maybe you should consider some paid advertising, whether it be Facebook, Google ads, Bing ads, Yahoo ads, whatever it may be. Now, here's where I come into the picture, okay? Now, yes, I help people start ups. Startups, very difficult, because you got all these tools, you got all these things, these cluttered information in your head, and you're wondering, like, how do I put all this stuff together? Well, yes, I do like helping people start out. Like, I have an appointment with somebody at 1 o'clock my time, which is 2 hours from now. It's 10:50 in the morning here, but 1 o'clock my time, which is going to be 4 o'clock their time, I believe, is this person starting up, doesn't know how to start. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that has to be set up even before you even consider starting to look for your product. You got to know your product, but you got to find out what your business model is. I like SEO, both paid and organic. Copywriting, imperative. Solo ads, if you're interested. There's some good ones, there's some bad ones out there. I specialize also not in SEO, copywriting, the solo ads, but website design. If myself personally, I do not like Wix, and I have personal reasons for that. If you like Wix, hey, more power to you, man. But there's so many other ways. I love WordPress, and some people are terrified by it. But when you consider the WordPress route, the WordPress itself is free, but what costs the money is hosting. And when you choose your hosting platform, it's imperative you choose one with the best uptime. Uptime is important, because when somebody goes to your website and it's down, guess what? Goodbye. They're going to say, no more. If you can't keep your website up for what information I'm looking for, too bad. So that's why I use SiteGround. There's a lot of other stuff out there, like GoDaddy does hosting, but their stats aren't as good when it comes to uptime. There is Namecheap, I believe, has hosting. There's Bluehost. There's all kinds of places out there. Do your homework. That's all I can emphasize is just do your homework. So anyway, let me ask you this is, do you find this information to be valuable? And you know, something is, I really want to know. And here's the thing. If you send me a video of what is your number one biggest problem, I want a video. If there's a lot of free tools out there, like Loom, there is Screencast-O-Matic that is free up to 50 minutes recording. If you're not bothered by the branding, you do it. I recommend Loom. I like Loom. And then I want you to not only make a video, but I want you to email it to me to this address. And I want you to tell me, what is your number one biggest problem right now? Okay. So regarding this here, if you have a business or you're even considering starting a business, get on Google right now. You got to start these steps. And you need a Facebook business page. That's the thing I'm going to be helping with somebody this afternoon. And if you are not aware, I'm here every day at 10:30, Monday to Fridays. I take weekends off. That's family time. That's just most important to me now. So follow me here. You can also follow me on YouTube at this channel here. But don't forget this. Send me a video. Get the Loom extension. Go to the Google Store or the Google Play Store. Find Loom. Add it as an extension. Send me a video. And we're going to be talking about this a lot. And right now, go right here. Set this thing up. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And we will talk to you soon. But remember, if you send me a video, and here's the bonus, I'm going to send you a free book. This one here. It is my book, obviously, because my name's here. And yes, I have an ISBN. So it is not just a fly off the wall kind of a book. But this is, let's see if you can read that here. Confused where to start or what is the next move? Professional tips to start a business online successfully. It's on Amazon if you didn't know. And if you send me a video with your number one biggest problem right now, I will send that to you for free. But it's got to be a video, not an email. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.